All right, we've come to our final video. This one is on pike form. Pike form is actually very, very similar to broadsword. It's basically broadsword with just a much bigger weapon. So those of you that took the class last semester should have a pretty easy time with this one. We're actually going to be gripping the staff just like we did for long form, just without the sliding. So one hand is about a 4 arms length away from the end of the staff and the other hand is in the center. Now, we're going to be changing where our hands are depending on what side of our body the weapon is on. So here, when the weapon is on my left side of my body, my hands are in this position. However, if I need to switch to the other side, I switch where my hands are. And a very easy way to do that in the middle of a fight is to drop the front end of your staff onto the ground, pass back, and then change your hands, just like that. So once again, here it is on the left part of my body. Drop, switch, now I'm on the right side of my body. Drop, switch, left side of the body. Practice that a few times. Now let's do a thrust attack. For a thrust attack, I want you to start with your back hand supinated. And you're going to slide the staff forward, and as you do that, you are going to pronate your rear hand. This does two things. Number one, it acts like a pool cue and it helps keep the staff straight as it's moving forward. But number two, I can now let go with my forward hand and the staff is resting underneath my back forearm, just like this. So practice that motion here. Now, when I do this with weight shifts, remember, the staff always leads. So I fully extend the staff, then I can weight shift forward, pass forward, or advance. Then I can come back to neutral. So I extend and twist, weight shift, pull back, extend and twist, weight shift. Pull back, extend and twist, weight shift. There are many, many ways to do pike form attacks and parries, but they're all based on broadsword movements. So for instance, I can do high line, low line, high line, low line parries. I can do high line attack, front of body high line, low line, low line. All of the attacks are historical cuts. So they have the same targets as single rapier and broadsword, but they are coming up and down in those same 45-degree angle cuts that we've been using with short form and long form. So let's put some of this into a very, very simple pike form sequence. Let's start with the pike on our left side of the body, ready to do a thrust attack. My rear hand is supinated. I'm going to extend the pike into a thrust, and I am going to take one advance forward. Then they've parried me. They're now going to do a thrust attack to me, so I am going to retreat, slide my hand back to pike form, and parry low to get it out of the way. Now we're going to need to switch sides because they are going to attack our right side. So I'm going to drop the tip of the weapon onto the ground. I'm going to pass back, change hands. And now I am going to parry high, parry low. And now I'm going to come back and I am going to attack high and low. And that's it. Let's see that sequence again. We start here, right foot forward, weapon on the left side, ready to do a thrust attack. We extend and then advance. They parry. We retreat, slide our hand back, parry. Now we switch sides, change hands, and we are going to parry high, parry low. Now we are going to attack high, low. One more time. Thrust, advance, we're parried, retreat, parry. Switch sides, and parry high, low, and attack high, low. You don't need to do an advance there, but I guess you can. So that's our last sequence. I hope you've enjoyed this and found this useful. I've got my fingers crossed and that we'll be able to get back together again in May to do some of this in person and put together fights for both this and for small sword. Thank you so much.